Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TacBut Solutions. Quick little update for you guys. We show you the green days. Here's one of my red days. So I still have 3,300 shares, $9,000 in the red, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. One of the things that the reason I wanted to first showcase you my AMC position is some people were asking for an update and some people are feeling like they're alone with AMC stocks selling off. I supposedly heard, I don't watch any of the other YouTubers, but supposedly all they do is talk about it, but never actually show when they're down. I wanted you guys to know that, this is part of the process, right? AMC is pulling on back. If you want to manage and mitigate risk, all power to you. I'm never here to convince you to hold for my own good. I'm never here to convince you to sell for my own good. It's at the end of the day, everyone should have a plan. And if you feel like there's a breakup pattern or a reason on why you should cut losses, reduce position size, or lock in profits, so be it, right? So I just wanted you guys to know that you're definitely not alone. And yeah, I am down a couple $1,000s on AMC, right? Let's go ahead and talk about the NASDAQ market. This video is not clickbait. A lot of you guys know that I had, if you're part of the Learn, Plan, Profit group, they get to watch me trade live every morning. And one of the things that I've been talking about is I made a mistake, right? I decided to sell early on a lot of my tech positions. I never think it's a wrong idea to lock in profits, but I'll admit, right, for everyone out there, for everyone watching this, I did sell early. Well, we have this saying within our group: no one goes broke by locking in profits. I would rather be someone that sells early versus someone that sells late, right? What I decided to do today, this is not an encouragement for you. I know that it's very early on. The NASDAQ market can continue to uptrend, but because we hit all-time highs on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, once it began to indicate signs of a resistance level and then it broke below the SMA line, I decided to take a position on SQQQ. I have 4,000 shares now. I originally only had 2,000 shares of SQQQ. In my Fidelity account, I added an additional 2,000 shares, which amounts to about $16,000 at an average purchase price of $8.34, and that was today. Or settlement date, that's 7/15 when it had fully settles, but today I execute on 7/13. My apologies. The reason I want to talk about this is some of you guys might be like, what the heck is SQQQ? First off, it's a triple leveraged ETF. It decays over time, and it is not for beginners. This is one of the things that you guys will learn from my videos. I'm never here to encourage you to trade what it is that I'm trading. I know that I'm early into this potential reversal. I find the NASDAQ market to be very overbought, and because of that, let me explain this to you. The way that SQQQ goes up, it's not like a stock, right? The way that SQQQ, this ETF, goes up is when the NASDAQ goes down, this goes up. It's pretty much like shorting the NASDAQ market. So this shows short QQQ. The really cool thing about this, but also the very risky thing about this, again, being open-minded, when the NASDAQ market moves 1%, SQQQ moves 3%. It's a triple leveraged ETF. Is this something that you want to bag hold over a long period of time? No. Let me talk about all the risk involved first before I talk about the potential, right? Is this something that I want to bag hold overnight? No. Is this something that I want to be fully invested in right now before any confirmation of a reversal? No, because this thing can easily continue to sell off, right? And because it decays over time and because the market is more bullish than it is bearish, this is probably not something that I'm going to hold for a very long period of time. But when the market does pull back, right, we've seen it pull back, you see movements like this where the market peaks, and when the market peaks, SQQQ finds a support, then the market pulls back a little bit. Again, not talking about a crash. I'm not here to scare you. I don't care what you do with your position. Just do what's best for your future self. I'm telling you that as the NASDAQ market hits all-time highs, I see there to be an opportunity here for SQQQ. I decided to get in early. There's a greater form of risk, and I'm talking to you about both sides. If the market continues to go up, this thing will go down. Very simple. If the NASDAQ market does pull back a little bit as it's at all-time highs, then this thing will begin to go up as it did, right around May, right? It pushed up, and from this movement alone, when the NASDAQ market, I think pulled back for just like a week or so, I think it moved, 23%. So it's not that I expect the market to crash. It's nothing like that. I'm not here to convince you. All I'm doing is, hey, the NASDAQ market showed signs of resistance level today. It's still super bullish. That's why I'm not fully invested. I'm not in with $100,000, right? I'm in with, I think with 4,000 shares, it amounts to be like 36,000, something like that. But I see it to be overbought, and I can see the potential for it to pull back. But it doesn't mean that it has to happen anytime soon. I'm talking about it. It's super early. It's risky right now because we have no confirmation. So if you're an absolute beginner, I would not do what I just did. But if you're someone that wants some skin in the game, if you're someone that's really good at managing position size, managing risk, if you're just, I can't imagine it being just me. Who's just tired of these stocks at all-time highs, moving up or moving down 0.5% or 1% on the day? I'm just over it, right? It's just like, I'm just tired of these stocks barely showing signs of any uptrend, right? We know the market's overbought. I'm just preparing. I will add more. Let me share my plan with you. I will add more to my SQQ position when the NASDAQ market breaks below the EMA line. So when the NASDAQ market breaks below the EMA line, I will add more to my position size. 2,000 more shares, $16,000 more, right? Once we make lower lows, I'll add another 2,000 shares up into the point where I'm in with $100,000, and I will decide to lock in profits at any indication of a support level for the NASDAQ market and at any indication of a resistance level for SQQQ. That's simple. So if, let's say, it tends to get rejected around the SMA line, from where we're at as of right now to previous resistance levels, that's about 17%. Our goal is something to work towards, not something that has to go according to plan every single time. I love talking to you guys about where I see there to be opportunity, but I never forget to talk about the risk, right? I'm never here to convince you, as you should never be convinced about where to put your money. The idea behind trading, the idea behind investing is understanding the risk involved, understanding the opportunity and understanding the risk involved, and only taking advantage of opportunities in which you can tolerate. That doesn't just mean the potential for profit, but that also means the potential for loss. Manage that position size, formulate that plan, and never be afraid to lock in profits. Wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Do you think that I bought in too early? Are you adding it to your watch list? Do you think that the NASDAQ market's only going to continue to uptrend? I'm not trying to predict the future. All we're trying to do is prepare for it. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope I earn your thumbs up in this video. I will see you if you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group for our live trading session tomorrow at Market Open. And if you want to join us, feel free to join us. It's the second link down below to join us tomorrow at Market Open for our live trading session. If you guys want any of our cool mouse pads, flags, or aluminum art, make sure you click the third link down below. And we are running a sale right now, promo code SUNS, S-U-N-S, and that will get you 25% off everything on the site. And of course, free shipping within the United States. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.